Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 67 of Direwolf20's Let's Play Season 3. Let's start off by fixing the silly, ridiculous mistake I made last episode. I was like super exhausted when I was making this video, episode 66, and forgot that I needed to have a logistics pipe here because of the intersection, which explains why those items were bouncing around. So, derp on my part. And the other problem that we're running into now with the carpenter is the lack of wood. Problem. So we're going to have to get some crates here, get some automatic crafting of crates. So we're probably going to have to expand this little automatic crafting dealie pretty quickly. So maybe we'll want to get to that this episode as well. And seeing as how we're going to be expanding it, I don't know, we'll have to figure something out. Because I didn't really build it with expansion in mind. So we'll figure out something cool to do with it. And I might want to move on to creating some of my bee supplies, making some more equivalent exchange items, and who knows what else we'll wind up with. So I'll get situated, sleep through the night, all that fun stuff, and come right back to build something hopefully that's fun and entertaining and cool. Alright, so while I'm at it, how about I go ahead and soak up some of this experience into my Mind Stone here. Remember, you activate your Mind Stone with G, and it'll drain your experience down, and then suck up all the levels, and store it all inside its little capacitor or whatever it has that stores all your stuff. So, plenty of experience in that guy. Not sure if I'll ever wind up using it, but I've got plenty to use if I do need to. Let's build another carpenter, because carpenters, as far as I know, are the only way to get crates. And I'm going to have to use them, so you can see there's no recipe in NEI to make the crate, so I'm pretty sure I have to do it with the carpenter. So I'll get the recipe and the stuff I need and be right back. Alright, there we go. Carpenter's ready to go. Let's find a good spot for it here somewhere. I don't want to put it over here and interfere with my system. What if, and here I'm just spitballing, right? But what if, where can I put it on these blocks? Goodness. Give me a minute. I gotta think. Alright, I think I figured out what I want to do here, but first off I'm going to have to get another one of those electrical engines. So I'll grab myself some tin, going to get myself the tin gears that I need here, 1, 2, with my piston, and some tin along the top. There we go. Another one of those electrical engines, which is sweet and nice to have. Here's my plan. You ready? Check this guy out. I'm going to need, out of my green bag, where are we at with piping? Golden waterproof pipes, right? I'm going to place my carpenter right there. Perfect. And underneath, place my engine right here for that carpenter. And it'll sit right on top of that thing. Just got to reorient it with the wrench. Okay, here's the plan I came up with. You ready? Hopefully this works. Have any smooth stone on me? No, but I'll take care of this. And then golden waterproofing will go here and here. Now, if everything is set up properly, which I hope it is, I should be able to place my gates, and since I have the option, I'm going to go ahead and switch them out with, instead of using the gold ones that are a little bit wasteful. Do I have any regulars on me? I do not. Might have some back in my buildcraft room. Let me go check on it. I did not have any. I told my laser thingy to make some for me, but might as well just use some gold for now. Maybe I'll replace it later. Maybe not. But basically what I'll do here is place the gates on the golden waterproof pipes. Now remember, gold gates can detect stuff inside the pipes, but I can still, I believe, detect the has work condition and emit a redstone signal. So I'm going to do that, and this way I can have all my machines getting liquid here, and also having the gates getting their detect work and emit redstone signal conditional thing. So has work, redstone signal, has work, redstone signal. And this guy is emitting a redstone signal because I placed one crate in there as a test to see if it would work. And it did. So, hooray. Next up, I need to go ahead and get myself another one of those supplier pipes. So where are we at with lapis? That should be cool. There we go. And we'll tell the supplier pipe here to keep, oh, I don't know, a good amount of stuff stocked, but I'm going to get some wood. And, debating exactly how I want this to work. Maybe instead of doing that, I should do, yeah, I'm not going to go with a supplier pipe. Let's see. I might do this guy. That's a provider, huh? Alright, glowstone, please. I'm going to see if this works. I expect it to, but I guess we'll find out pretty soon. I'm going to go with the crafting pipe here and tell this thing, open up the interface. There we go. So tell it 4 wood equals 32 crates. I wonder if this thing can read the inventory if I hit import. Nope. 4 wood equals, gonna need to click this 32 times. I think I can shift right click or something, but that's alright, it's not too bad. 4 wood, 32 crates. And if I open up the interface on this, I can try it here. See, shift click. There we go, 10 at a time. Sweet. Keep 32 crates stocked. So let's see if this works. If everything's set up right, it should pull some wood out, put it in here. The redstone signal will activate on the back, and you can see the engine pumping right through the glass there. And it'll create the crates, and should be able to pull them out the front, which it just did, and throw it into this guy. Where's it going? Oh, dude, really? Come on. Where do I have to put crates? I better check Forestry Wiki. When in doubt, Wiki. Carpenter. I guess I have to put them in the top, huh? Input, cartons and crates, top and bottom only. Cool. I will probably have to rethink my design then. And I better get this out of here before I make more of a mess. Alright, so maybe I have to rebuild this guy a little bit. Not terrible, but a little bit. So I'm thinking I gotta rearrange this system a little bit, and to do that, I'm gonna knock these lines off the top. Collect all my items up, get my chest back, and knock these things off. And basically what I'm gonna do is swap out the orientation of everything that I just had set up. So let's get some more stone transport pipes. And run this stuff up over the top. And I'll have the supplier pipes going in the top. Oh boy, maybe not. Hang on. Any item set in the crafting matrix can only go in the sides. That might be a problem. Alright, give me another minute to think. I think I can do this. Hang on. Well, let's see what happens. It says, according to the wiki, that I have to put the supplier items in the sides, but I'm hoping because the items are already in place, it'll work. So let's put a supplier pipe on top and see what happens. Because the problem is I want to supply crates, and I have to do that on the top, and if I want to supply wheat, I have to do it on the side. So that could pose a problem. I do have a workaround if I need to. So let's just put a crate in there and let it craft up, which it should do now. There we go. And hopefully we'll see what happens when the wheat gets taken out. The supplier pipe will request a new set. I'll get the crafted wheat out manually. And let's see what happens to the wheat. Yeah, I could have probably told the interface here to keep wheat inside, huh? That would have been smart, Dyer. So I think I had it at 27 before, right? There we go. Keep 27 wheat stocked, please, and request. Go. Engage. There we go. Is it going in? It is not. See? Wheat going in the top. That's going to be a pain for me. Oh my goodness. Alright, I'll be back. Alright, this is going to be tricky, but I think I came up with a way to do this, and it's only because I just so happen to have this set up the way I have it. So let's put this guy in here. Get rid of that. I need inventory space. What do I got? Lappies? Yeah, 4 of those I'm going to need. So I'm going to have to use 2 different supplier pipes on 2 different sides of this machine. So there we go. Supplier logistics pipe, crafting logistics pipe, and some stone transports. What I'm going to have to do is supply the side with 1 set of items and the top with the other set of items. Here is where my crafting is going to be. Okay. Yep. And then here is going to be a supplier. This guy, supplier. See what I have to do? Now what I'm going to do here is say keep this guy supplied with wheat. So let's do this. 27 wheat at all times, and that should work just fine. Okay, get this out of here. That's not necessary. There we go. Much better. See how happy that is? I don't know what just happened. Something. Couldn't tell you. But it's good now, so I'm good. The top is where we have to supply our crates from, and we'll deal with that in a minute. Here is where we'll teach the recipe again. 1, 2, 3, 4. These guys equals 32 crates. Cool. So carpenter for those guys equals 32 crates. The top, I'll tell it to keep this guy supplied. Oh, I never took the wheat out of the top here. That was my problem. That's why that weird thing happened. Okay, so this guy I'm going to say keep supplied at all times with 32 crates. And what that should do is request 4 pieces of wood, get it crafted at some point. Oh, right. Rubbish. All right, hang on. I'll be right back. All right, here we go. I'm getting there. We're going to want to run one of these guys over here and put my logistics pipes here and here. And this is where the crafting side needs to be, and see how everything's lighting up happy. The wrench here will say, again, 4, 32. Cool. And then we're going to need to connect these two guys, so we might as well do it with one of these. Nope, that's an intersection. So that's going to have to be a basic logistics pipe, which I need to get a few more of, so I'm going to go request them out of my remote orderer. Remote order, some basic logistics pipes. There they are. Sweet. Anytime now, buddy. There you are. Basic logistics. So yeah. Sengir is going to laugh when he sees the system, because I was just telling him on IRC that I'm having this problem. So Sengir, I'm talking to you right now about the problem I'm having, and when you watch this later, you can laugh. So where was I? Oh, right. Crafting. Wood. Crate. Good. Let's go ahead and do this. This should correct the problem that this thing is currently waiting for 32 pieces of wood. Crates, I believe. So if that happens, it should request. It did not. Okay, that's right. We'll manually fill this just because it's sitting there waiting, expecting it to happen at some point. So that guy should start running, and we'll test it on this side. So again, this side, we're going to want to tell the top to keep the 32 stuff stacked. And this guy, we're going to want to keep 27 of these. Cool. On the side. And we're good there. So let's try this requester thingy again. Now everything should be set up properly. This guy here, items to keep stocked. And this thing, is it running? It is, but I haven't put the extractor modules in here yet. So that's why it's not going to pull the items out just yet. Okay, and that's fine. Where did I want to place something? Here, right? So another 32 crates, and let's see what happens. It should now request the wood and put it in the front of this machine, and then it'll get pulled out and come out here and get logistic routed all the way over to the top of that machine. Am I confusing you yet? Ha ha ha, look, it's working. Doing exactly what I want it to do. Look what you're making me do, Sengir. And if I really wanted to, I could put my ender chest back up here. Put the basic logistics right here. And tell it that this can be the default route. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to tell it that the crates that I'm making are going to default route to there. So I'm going to need one of those crated woods. And I'm going to need one of the crated wheats. This guy, default route for crated wheat and wood. You know, if I was thinking ahead about this properly, I probably should have... Oh, they're all going down the default route. Look at that. Cool. All the excesses that just got produced are going to go down the default route. Neat. Which is the chest way down here, which is probably getting awfully full, I would think. Yeah, see, look, all the excess crates went down here, and they're just going to hang out. And then as needed, they're going to get requested. So that's all right. See? Yeah. So we're all right. Now, what did I want to do next? Place my extractor module right in here. And that should start extracting automatically and put it into the green line. And look, no more bouncing, because I remembered I'm at an intersection there, and we're cool. So last step here is to put an extractor module in this guy, and that will start extracting the wooden stuff. And now we should have a self-fulfilling system. So all the crates that we need are going to be pumped in as a result of the crafting pipe on the front of the carpenter, because it's the sides that you have to pump the items for the recipe into. And the tops of our carpenters will be kept stocked with crates, as you can see. And yeah, that's a complicated looking system, but it works, and I'm happy. Because, hey, sometimes it's fun to build stuff that's complicated but works. So I'm going to seal this wall up, as well as this one. Get out my phyllo stone just to hook everything up to nice prettiness. Beautiful. And this thing should run pretty much endlessly at this point. And it shouldn't have to craft any more crates for a little bit, because it should have a nice surplus of crates way over here. Yeah, it does. So we're cool. Alright guys, my chest has been getting chewed up pretty quickly here. As you can see, wood and wheat is being pulled out pretty quickly, and we're doing a pretty solid job of it. Now, I'm probably going to have to do something at some point to figure out how to deal with getting it back, but for the most part, I think we're in pretty solid shape. Yeah, everything's looking great. So I'm happy. Totally cool. And there's one other issue, I think. I might want to get some wheat, or I'm sorry, some sapling and seed compression going on, but like I said, I might want to figure out a way to decrate stuff automatically. So give me a few minutes to think about how I might want to build a decrating machine, and I'll be back. Alright, time for an automatic uncrating machine. I'm going to need a couple things here. First off, I'm going to need an iron AND gate, which I've got, and that's cool. But I'm going to need a golden OR gate, and I don't think I have quite the number of resources I need to get that going. So let's head over to our buildcraft room. We got a bunch of standard gates, which is good. I'm going to need some gold in here, I believe. So let's get our remote orderer going for a few pieces of gold. And I am going to have to spend a moment or two probably at least thinking about how to get golden gates, because I don't totally remember entirely for the most part. First off, I know I need some of this stuff, and I'll probably need some redstone, which I'm sure I have on me somewhere in my bags. Cool. Alright, can we get a, or no, derp. Can we get some golden chipsets? I just need one of those, but my laser should turn on. And I'll get myself a golden chipset. I think I'm going to need the green wire, aren't I? I believe that's the case. So how about I get some cactus green here? Or just some cactus. Do I have any cactus green? That's better. So I'll put this guy in here. And I'll come back in just a few minutes once I'm ready with all the stuff I need to do. Okay guys, so as you can see, I got some green pipe wire here with the iron and the cactus green and the redstone. Got the golden chipset, and now I'm making a gold OR gate, which is going to take a bit of time. So I'll come back when that's done. Probably in the meantime, while that's burning up there, I'm going to run back into my room here and get some of the components that I want to try making for this nifty little build. So, got some redstone on me, I believe. Yes, good. Probably going to need some of these pistons in a chest. Why not? I've already got a deployer, which is ideal because I need one of those. I'm going to need a transposer. Let's see if I can remember the recipe for that guy for 5 seconds. I can. Yeah, that doesn't seem too hard. So let's get one of those going. There we go. Transposer, deployer. I'm going to need some pneumatic tubing, which should be in here somewhere. Wrong thing to return. Pneumatic tubes, anybody? Sure they're there somewhere. There's my redstone tubing. There's my pneumatic tubes. That should be enough. Okay. I think I've pretty much got everything I need. And I'm going to need some logistics pipes. I'm going to need... I'll get some of these basics out. And I better grab some glowstone dust. And I think that's everything I need. And some red pipe wire. So let's go check on our golden OR gate. Remember, it's an OR, not an AND. Big important difference there. It's very slow to make because it's a pretty complicated gate. So I'll come back once this is all done crafting. Woot! Assembly table complete. Get my gold AND gate here. Now this is going to be probably a little bit complex, and the reason for that is just, well, I'll probably wind up explaining it as I go. But this should work as a pretty decent unboxer or uncrater. It'll only work for, I want to say, 5 items. I should be able to choose 5 different items to uncrate from the same machine. So let's take a look here real quick. I'm going to go ahead and place my deployer somewhere like here, okay? That looks like a good spot. Maybe like right there. Nice, a little bit of spacing from the rest of my machines here. And then on this side of the deployer, I'm going to place a transposer. Now I did test this in my test world, and there does need to be a space here. If they're touching each other, it's no good, okay? And then from this guy, I'm going to go ahead and run some tubing just like so. Okay, so what this is going to do is place a crate in here. The deployer will right-click it, spitting out the item. So example of wood, a crate of wood will spit out 9 pieces of wood, which will land in the transposer and immediately pneumatically tube all its way back into the deployer. And from there, it's a pretty simple process of simply taking some cobblestone or stone transport pipes. Okay, yeah, that looks good. And running them down like so. Don't want... Those guys shouldn't interfere with each other. Not sure I've ever actually tried that. And then philosopher stoning it. And I can put up a separator there in a second just to guarantee it's nice and smooth. Maybe even for good aesthetic purposes. Let's get this bag here and place a gold cover. Why not? That'll look cool. What's up, gold cover? And crafting pipe here. And if we grab our wrench with the crafting pipe and say, and I'm going to need some of those crates as demonstration purposes. So let's grab a couple crates. And you can see it's really condensed things pretty well. And it's still doing some work, I presume? Yeah, look, the carpenter's still chewing up all my wood. Haha, nice. So wood's getting compressed down. We're out of wheat in here. It's all broken down pretty well. So let's get a couple crates of wood and a couple crates of wheat. And I'm going to need at least 1 piece of wheat here and 1 piece of wood. So let's go ahead and do this. Okay, now there's one other step I want to do here, and that's to create another crafting pipe. Looks good. And I'm going to put this guy underneath the ground here on this bottom piece. And that's going to go like this and that. Okay? And I'll be back in a moment because I need to craft one more thing I forgot about. In fact, I don't think I have to even craft it. Ha ha ha, I already have it in here. Do I have one in here? No. So let's get one. Request for me a timer, please. Perfect. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is tell this pipe here that if you place a crated piece of wheat inside this chest, you'll get out 9 pieces of wheat. Okay, that's your output. And the way we're going to force this to occur is by placing our golden OR gate on the side here and tell it that in the event that you have a crated piece of wheat in your inventory, so we have to have items in inventory, crated wheat. Why are there items in this inventory? Did I do that? Probably because something's looking for wheat at the moment. That's probably it. So we'll deal with that in a minute. But we're going to say, okay, crated wheat, emit a redstone signal. And this is not going to work, but I want you guys to see what happens, okay? Let's assume that those 2 pieces of crated wheat did land in this chest together. Watch what happens. You ready? Because there's a piece of wheat in there, it emits a redstone signal. The wheat comes around and then sends it back out through the logistics network. Okay, but it's keeping the redstone signal on, keeping that extra piece of crated wheat in there. So I'm going to take that out and place it back in to fulfill the needs of the logistics network. Now, if only one piece goes in, this works perfectly. But if 2 or more crates goes in, we get into that situation where we're stuck. See, it's working already because somebody's requesting wheat somewhere along this path. Probably, I don't know who's requesting wheat. Something's requesting wheat. Some automated process that needs wheat. I'm sure people are yelling at their screens right now saying, duh, Direwolf, it's such and such, but I forget because I'm in the middle of babbling. So to fix this little issue, okay, and boy, somebody's requesting, oh, I know it's requesting wheat. Aha, this is going to be funny. You guys are all going to laugh in a minute. This machine's requesting wheat. How cool is that? So I am going to have to disable this wheat request for a few minutes. So it's, where's the thingy that's requesting wheat? Yeah, that's too funny. I'm going to have to find another way to do this. So it's trying to keep the 27 wheat stocked in here. So we're just going to have an infinite cycle of wheat getting stocked by that thing. Oh, that's going to be funny. All right, let's turn the wheat stocking off for just a minute and let this guy finish its cycles, and then I'll craft my automatic uncrafter, and then maybe have to consider some kind of power system or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But back to what I was saying. Oh yeah, automatic uncrafter. So place your iron thingy down here, and we're going to say that also run a redstone signal pipe down this line. And what we'll say is instead of when you've got items in inventory wheat, instead of that, do a red pipe signal. Okay, and on this guy, we're going to have when you receive a red pipe signal, emit a redstone signal. And that's going to do pretty much exactly what we just did a minute ago, right? So if there's multiple pieces of wheat in here, we're just going to be emitting the redstone signal from down here. So to solve that issue, we're going to go ahead and have a timer running. And the timer we can just put here, and we'll say, and receiving a redstone signal, go ahead and emit a redstone signal. So look, now we've got an AND gate. Both conditionals must be met in order for the redstone signal to go out. It's pulsing the redstone signal down here, but it's not activating the deployer because there's nothing in the chest. Once we have, you know, let's say 2 pieces of crated wheat in here, okay, watch what happens. It's going to be emitting that red pipe signal, and the red piping signal should be coming down here. And it should be emitting a redstone signal, but it doesn't appear to be for some reason, even though this worked in my test world. What could that reason be? You're not emitting a redstone signal anymore, are you? Redstone signal, everything looks right to me. Totally swear this worked in my test world like a minute ago. So give me a minute to figure out what I did wrong. I'm sure it's just something silly, and I'll be right back. Alright, back to the test world I went and discovered that I can work around this problem here by using a repeater. So why don't I go craft one of those real quick, and I'll be back. Alright, so I just need to craft a redstone repeater here, and I tested this again in my test world, and it seems to be behaving a little bit better. So hopefully it behaves in this world as well. What I want to do is come down here, place my redstone timer like so, and place my repeater with 2 clicks. There we go. Now it's going to behave itself. So let's get our wheat out of there. And this guy, by the way, is about wood. So we're going to input 1 piece of crated wood, and you're going to get out 9 pieces of wood. Sweet. Now, because I just set that system up, it's probably going to start doing some automatic requesting here. Yep. So it should be working because it looks like all my wood is out of my chests as well. So in order to fulfill the request of wood coming in, we can see this working. What we should see is created wood comes in. And what we have to do, by the way, is because we used an OR gate here, we want to detect items in inventory wood to also emit a red pipe signal. And look, now it's working. Cool? And the crafting pipe is satisfying its requests. So that is how the golden OR gate can be used to have multiple outputs. So if you get crafted wheat, emit a red pipe signal, or if you get created wood, emit a red pipe signal. Down here, if you're receiving a red pipe signal, emit a redstone signal every time the timer pulses. And I think there's just a little latency on the gate detecting an iron or a redstone signal. So that's why we had a little bit of a slowpoke issue there, and I needed to add in the repeater. So by having the repeater in, we can now cover up the flooring. And remember I said this can be used for, I think, up to 4 different things. And that's perfect because we've got 4 slots in our golden ore gate here. All we got to do is add a crafting pipe here and a crafting pipe on the other side. We definitely obviously can't have a crafting pipe in the middle or on top. So we can have 4 different crated recipes going in here for automatic decrating. And the golden ore gate having 4 slots is just kind of perfect. So how about I go turn off my automatic feeding of this thingy. So let's do this. Keep the wood stocked as off. And maybe think about how we can handle all the issues that we're going to have here. And for some reason we're a little bit low on this stuff. Okay, cool. Everything's behaving now. Good. So how can I resolve that? Probably somehow. Alright, here's my master plan. Let's see if it works out properly. I'm going to place a block here with a lever on it. And that lever should activate a redstone signal. And I'm going to turn the redstone signal on for the time being. And you know me and redstone signals and the block traveling rule. I'm not terribly great at it, but let's see. Are you receiving a redstone signal at the moment? You are not. So I'm going to have to get some wiring out of my red bag and run it down like this. So now you're receiving a redstone signal? Good. Golden AND gate has work, and redstone signal, emit a redstone signal. And over here, same deal. Okay, golden AND gate, where's redstone signal? Redstone signal, and I just need another lever inside this room. So what this is going to do now is give me on-off switches for the crating machine. And basically, I can turn on and off the crating for each system like this. So let's set up our suppliers and whatnot again. Where's this guy? So let's go back to 27 wood in here. And that guy should auto-refill. And it'll decrate to auto-refill the one time. But because I don't have that redstone signal on, it shouldn't start running again. So, yep, there we go. So, come on. Should have a few more pieces coming. Any second now. There they go. Perfect. So it's got 27 pieces of wood in, right? But we've told this gate only to run if you're receiving both a redstone signal and a has work conditional. So you're not getting your redstone signal. It's an AND gate. And this machine will not run. And then I can do the same thing over here with the wheat. So let's put our wheat numbers back in. Keep 27, please. While that's happening, I can close up the wall. So it's going to keep the wheat in there, right? Everything's cool. We're getting there with the wheat. It's probably uncrating a couple pieces right now just to get things good. Looking sharp. Well, maybe not yet. I want to leave this open for now. Such a waster of smooth stone, aren't I? So if I wanted to turn on the boxing machine, okay, the carpenter, so let's say I let my wood farm run for a while. We've got more wood than we really want to keep going on. Let's go ahead and start compressing it. Turn this guy on and it should start allowing it to run. Once we get to a position in here where we no longer have any more wood, which should happen in a second. Is that true, Mr. Machine? There it goes. It's pulling out the wood. I can say, all right, yeah, I'm happy with our empty of wood condition. We're full of crates. I'm going to turn off that machine, and it'll no longer run. Well, for a second it ran, but that's okay. It'll no longer run now once this guy's off. Oh. This is going to make me work again, isn't it? Probably. Why is this redstone signal stuck? Okay, cool. We're good now. No more problems. Alright, it was just being stuck. So yeah, the concept is sound, I think. We'll find out if there's a problem. But yeah, I think that's pretty much the end of my automatic crating and uncrating machine. I think it works well. I'm happy with it. The uncrating is kind of cool. I think it's a neat little process that it goes through. So now we have no more wood or wheat in our system here, but if we were to request some, which I'm going to go do now because I need some food, and I don't have any more wheat on me. And in order to craft that honeyed wheat, we're going to need some wheat in the first place. So no wheat in here, right? Oh, there's a little bit. Let's get it out. And I'm going to request honeyed wheat. Let's go with, no, that's regular bread. Where's the honey bread stuff? There it is. Let's get like 12 of them. Request. And it should say, hey, give me some wheat. Unbox that for me, would you? Hooray! Unboxed wheat. Goes over there, crafts some bread. Crafts some honeyed bread. And we've got the honeyed slices that we asked for. Awesome. Nom 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 nom. And guys, I'm sorry to say, but this is a pretty good wrapping up point for episode 67 of Direwolf20's Let's Play, Season 3. Hope you guys enjoyed checking this out. Definitely come back next time for episode 67. I didn't get to the equivalent exchange items that I said I would. Sorry about that. I will get to them next episode, I'm sure. Let's go check real quick on our Enderman situation. Make sure that they're not sneaking in here. Nope, the ender egg is safe. The room is golden. See, I knew that this little ring here would be fine. Those endermen are probably trying to sneak in every now and then. Maybe I should set up some kind of an alarm system to find out if any endermen do sneak inside. Like, what I could do maybe is put up like a laser grid system. Yeah, that might be cool. Like a white laser here that detects whenever endermen are nearby. And, ooh, I've got another idea for maybe something cool. Why don't I think on that and come back? So maybe next episode I'll create the laser grid defense system to protect my room from Enderman traps. Ha ha ha! Those Endermen, they ain't got nothing on Direwolf. Take it easy.